more. For more information, contact 416-358-4023 or 416-723-2386. Advance tickets, $25 more at the door. It's Lady Annette's birthday celebration, the Ladies Night Out edition, on Saturday, October 22nd, 2022. Venue to be announced. Don't miss it.
Named by fans the best rhythm album of 2022, the Rockin' Rock Rhythm is here. That's right, Jump Out Production released its 7th compilation album, and it features Pinchers, Mikey General, Anthony Cruz, Mikey Melody, China Nicole, Lady Anne, Frank O'Brien, Abba Joynoy Cushites, Andrew Sutherland, and many more. Pre-order now and get the full 11 tracks on July 29th. Look out for a few singles dropping this month off the album. Produced by Gary Sutherland. Composed by Noel Alfonso. Distribution worldwide by Tough Gong International. Rockin' Rock Rhythm is fire. Support this one.
X-Mix Production presents the Stimulation Rhythm featuring the beautiful songbird China Nicole and new sensation Tanisha. Track called Stimulate My Mind. His debut, it's Tio with his first single called Sexy Lady.
Sexy lady, wind your body, come grind your body, palmy. Shake up your good body, yeah, yeah. Sexy lady, when you move your waist and rock to the bass and naughty. Just wind up a good body, yeah, yeah.
Aspiring DJ Washly Wasness with his track called Bush Love.
Bush love, bush love. Girl grab up on the tree like she a bush joke. Say she love it. Bush love, bush love. She say I pick a little must drop in her shirt.
Rhythm is also available on EP, available on all digital platforms. For additional information, please email xmixproduction@gmail.com or WhatsApp 876-599-5785. Again, 876-599-5785. Get your copy today.
This is an X-Mix production.
Now this is an introduction to the Solid Love 2022 tour. Yeah, yours truly, Larry Simon, is saying to you all.
Jammin' Events presents an evening of elegance at NYCB Theater of Westbury on Saturday, October 29th, with up-close and personal performance with reggae superstar Barry Salmon, Jamaica's world-renowned pianist Monty Alexander, saxophonist Dean Frazier, with Brooke Alford on violin. Saturday, October 29th. Doors open at 7 p.m. For tickets, log on to Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com or call 631-600-3185. That's 631-600-3185.
Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.com and some local outlets. Part proceeds donated to the AFUWI Scholarship Fund.
So wherever you are, in whatever city you are, just watch out. Promises to be just wonderful. Love.
This is DjRemix from the MixEnergy. Tune in this Saturday, October the 15th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Highland Worldwide and the Energy Radio One for an exclusive interview with Everton Roy Collins, aka E-Roy, back with the forthcoming album, They Used to Be Mine. Join me to learn more about the musical incline Everton Roy this Saturday, October the 15th, right here, islandworldwide.com and energyradioone.com.
Back to me, they used to be mine. A long, long time ago.
At them going round in circles. No other DJ they can find. DjRemix, you're blowing their mind. This is Steve Tanner representing for DjRemix, the MixEnergy, every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Check it.
And now for our feature presentation.
Now, welcome back on the attack. I tell you, it's a full force. I tell you, we're gonna have in store and a lot more. A day like this, gonna be, they used to be mine. Now today, I can say not used to. I know after today, you will all be mine. Live, in person, exclusive. I want to bring to you one of the legendary. He has been, I know after a period of absence from the music, I want to tell you, he is back. And I know he's back full force on the attack. I'm talking about the one and only Everton Roy Collins. I want to bring to you the man himself, Everton Roy Collins, a.k.a. He-Roy. Loud and clear. How you doing, my brother?
Brother, I'm doing well. I'm doing great, man. I want to applaud. I want to hear the crowd say, "Yay!" That's a beautiful intro, man. Excellent. Thank you.
And of course, we got to do it because what he is a veteran in the business. And before I say more, I want you to tell the crowd for sure. Let them know what's happening. You know, give them an intro because I've been doing it, but I want you, next thing I leave, or something, you know. So I want you to introduce yourself to the public. John Public, it's our Energy Radio One listeners, island worldwide, all over the nation. Also, Glue FM. I want to the Fun City Radio. There's so much connection right over, so you're internationally all over the world. So I want to send shout out. Just introduce yourself to John Public.
John Public, greetings to the island worldwide and Energy One listening audience. This is Everton Roy Collins. Yes, I've been in the background for a long time, but I'm still here. Few of you know me, but that's okay. You're going to know a lot more about me in the coming months. I'm releasing this new album. It drops on October 28th, officially in the shops, on the streaming services, Amazon, and all over. And in the coming months, I will be doing some live performances. But we have to work on those first. We still have to work on those. Right now, we're working on promoting this music, bringing it to you so you can share and we can all be very happy. One big happy family. That's what I want.
One big happy family. And of course, I want to jump straight because let me tell you, you know, this is a rapathon. We're going to call it Energy Radio One Island Worldwide, a rapathon. We're going to just rap. We're going to just interact. We're going to just let the John Public know what's happening. Because this album, as a matter of fact, the album is titled They Used to Be Mine. So first of all, They Used to Be Mine. What are the circumstances? What are the reasons behind choosing this song to be your album cover?
You're digging deep. Second question, you're digging deep. Yeah. They used to be mine. They are my children. I have two children. Happily, we're still tight, but we could be a lot tighter. And circumstances came about that separate us from when we were even tighter. You know, when they were little, they were young, they were vulnerable, they were mine, as I said. And if you listen to the words of the song, I said, I prayed to God, asking him to give me two children to love. And God gave me those two children to love. But I did not remember to ask for the right mother of those children. And so things went astray. But it has touched me deeply enough and remained with me that I had to write a song to get it out of my system.
What you hear that song? Boy, I tell you, man, I touched deep. I didn't know I saw deep because, you know, the first thing I said, They Used to Be Mine. I wonder why Era just choose to be named this album. It must be something special about this song. As a matter of fact, and before I even do anything, I'm gonna touch a piece of the song for the listeners here because, as I say, the children are the future, and this one reaching out to all the people, all the nation, because sometimes out there we know we are single parent, we are as father, we sometimes don't really show enough love for the kids. We don't reach out for the kids, and I want to tell you, I said, trust me, I didn't know how deep this song is, and you said the words, so you know what? John Public and my listeners, as a matter of fact, we're going to pass our cards because, as the man said, this one is for the kids. So you know what? We want you to hear a piece of this one. This one is called They Used to Be Mine. Check it out. Here I.
If you should see my baby,
all right,
tell them to come on home. back to me.
Back to me,
Used
come
to
on.
be mine a long, long time ago. They used to be mine a very long time ago. I made a promise to God above. If you would give me two children to love, they would be mine a long, long time, you know.
They will be
mine. They would be mine for a very long time, you know.
Of course, that's the words that they realize the man say. It's all about the kids. So another question, what more want to refine? All right, they used to be mine. Now that we know what this album is all about, I know that how do you really select your songs? How do you choose your songs to know that okay, you want these songs to be a part of this special album?
I'm gonna say it this way: the songs kind of choose me, really, because I write one, I write another one, I put them out, and then I sit back and I think about them, I listen, and then they reach out. It seems mysterious to say it, but they just reach out, and I select them, I work on them, and we take them to a certain level, and if a song seems to be on the fence, it's not gonna make it on the album. I have many songs that are still waiting, and then something to the time. A song has its time, and if the time isn't right, then it doesn't come out. Like this particular song, They Used to Be Mine, the time is right. I have another song that really was deep, and for some reason I cannot bring it to the fore, because when I wrote that song, actually, my younger son was about 5, and he listened to it while I was playing it back, and he said, "Dad, I don't like that song." I said, why don't you like that song? He said, "It sounds like you didn't want us." And I said, "My goodness, you're very perceptive. That's not really what I'm saying, but if you heard it that way, I won't bother to do it." And I have never done it. So, some songs will find their way into consciousness. Sometimes you keep them back, and sometimes you let them out.
Okay, so basically your content, how you get to the content of your song, the lyrics of your song, and the mood of the song is actually, you have to depict the situation you're in, the mood you're in, and it's all about the occasion. So every song you write, you're saying it's all about, it's a reflection of you.
Yes, sir. And here's the thing. Sometimes I could be in my office working, or I could be driving along the road, or the sun shines in my face, or I hear someone say something, and a little something coming, just a phrase, and that phrase I might capture it and later develop it because it means something to me. I remember once I was walking through a station, train station, and I heard this woman crying, and I turned around and she was at the telephone booth. It's a while back now, because they had kiosks back in those days, and she was just expressing herself to the person on the other end, and I thought, wow, I could develop that. I never did, but it's still in my head. But occasions like that, or sometimes I'm sitting in my car or somewhere and I simply reflect. I'm usually by myself, and I reflect, and something comes to my mind. Another song on the album, Everywhere I Go. I lived in England, right? From age 12 to age 29, I was in England. And while in England, I traveled to Europe, and I saw certain things in certain cities. I came to this country, the United States, and traveling around again, I see the same thing. There's a commonality in cities, whether they were called ghettos or not, but they're cities. And then you go to certain parts in the cities, and you say it hits you like, my goodness, I bet you a black person live here, or black people. And then surely enough, it reveals itself. And so the question then came to me as a rhetorical question, but it's a question nevertheless. Why is it everywhere I go, if a black man lived there, yes, I know, young girls and their families economically dependent, I know that is. You know, those are the first set of words that came to me, and so that became a song.
Okay, so I guess, hold on, so I guess they are talking about a song like this song.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think this is a song. He's referred to this one. Let's play it. That's how we do it. Let the listeners them get to know what's happening. Come on, this one is it.
Why is it everywhere I go? If a black man live there, yes I know. Young girls and their families, economically dependent on no daddy, financially dependent on no daddies. Cities of the world have united. In them our prospects ravaged and blighted, deserted by men elected to serve us, till the environment ooze like pus. Oh Lord, yes, the environment ooze like pus. Father, Jah Father, can we say we have a heavenly Father?
Of course, everywhere I go, that's another hit one, and of course that one is also on the album. So you know, you're getting a highlight of what the album is all about. So I hear that at the age of 12, right? You actually moved. You're born in Jamaica, right?
Yes, sir.
And what parish is that? Because we tell you we like. So Jamaica.
St. Catherine. I was born in St. Catherine. Hampshire, St. Catherine.
Of course, so all the St. Catherine people them who have it locked in, make mad. Yeah, you're that big up. It's all about St. Catherine at the place. And he move on and decide. But my question is that you have this talent, because I've been listening, as you said, it depends on your mood, situation. You can't just write song. You don't have to depend on someone to actually write a song for you, or say, oh, you know what, I have to wait for a youth to write a song, I can't do a song. You can't just write a song this minute. So my next question, which you probably expect, is that why this long break from music? What caused this? Was there some thing that actually caused like interruption, or what's caused this break, this period that's absent from music?
Okay, good question. I've thought about this very many times, and first of all, I'd say arrogance is part of the answer to the question. I'm arrogant enough to feel that I should have achieved more success in music than I have, because I felt that my songs were worthy. But circumstances in life can prevent you from having, let's just say plain and simple, enough money to really pursue this stuff, you know. And one of the things, and it's quite right, I guess, quite natural, you have to prove to people first that you have something before they're going to invest in you. That is, you know, that's a reasonable thing. But for better or for worse, I put the security of life, of course, I told you I have children, so I put the security of the children and my life in front of the pursuit of music, because, you know, music can be very, you need to be very selfish in a way to pursue it. Yeah. It takes you away from the family.
Time consuming and stuff.
Yes. So between a stable job that I had, a profession, some people would say, and the music, I chose that path. But now that I'm free, and I've got to tell you again, I really did want to quit the music because of the demands, and I let it stay for a long time, because my last release was in 2006, and since then I went through some more changes. So I decided, you know, leave the thing alone, because it wasn't for me. I guess God was telling me that. But my friends, maybe God was speaking through friends and family, who encouraged me time and again to to get back to the studio and do something because they certainly enjoyed what I was doing. And based upon that, I went back to writing, and the album is a result of what I have done.
Okay. So basically, what's the difference? I know you said this album is actually like you're thinking about your kids, you know, your kids that you had. But this is your third album. So
yep.
what would you say the contrast, the difference between this album and your previous albums?
In truth, you know, I think one is a continuation of the other. I don't think they contrast each other that much, other than maybe the musicianship. The theme of my life is what I think of as consciousness. Now you hear me play some lovers rock because of course that's part of life, that's part of consciousness, you know, little jollification. In fact, the first cut that we're releasing a video to is If You Want to Dance, and that's a nice song, me and my son on it. But the message in my music is it's love, it's unity, but it speaks about the conditions of life that we find ourselves in, and I guess the intent, if you like, again my arrogance, the intent is to bring people to add to the volume of musicians or radio artists, to bring people to think more consciously, not just to enjoy life or to, you know, go through without looking at it. Look and see where we are, how we are, and know who we are, right? And recognize that we're not what others outside of us tell us that we are. We are our own strong people. And so in all three albums that I've released, this is really the theme. So there's not much of a contrast between them. One follows on another.
It's all about a continuation.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm going to give the people a piece of this one. They say you pick up your son on this one. If you want to dance.
Who will be my baby?
Everton Roy Collins live exclusive. Right here, Energy Radio One Island Worldwide.
Yeah.
This one. If you wanna dance.
If you wanna dance, come dance with me.
What you mean?
If you want romance, come dance with me. Yeah. You know how I feel when you I see. Baby, let me hold you, set my soul free.
Come on, baby.
You don't have to move, just rock with me.
You hear us rock with DjRemix and Eric.
Put your arms around me.
Come closer to me.
Alright,
yeah.
DJ, play that music.
Oh, I'm gonna play it, of course.
So slow and sweet.
Nice and sweet.
And let this woman soothe me right down to my feet.
We are waiting for the sun.
You've been standing in that corner all night.
Him soon come, the sun. Him outside. Where am I do? Tie out the goat.
Refusing every ask.
Come on, son.
Hey, my love.
We are waiting for him still. We're not left.
I know this may not sound right, but you're holding me so tight.
Everton Roy Collins.
My body's asking you for the rest of the night.
Featuring.
If you wanna dance, come dance with me. If you want romance,
what's the name of your son on this one?
Yeah. You know how I feel when you I see.
What? Shout out to the son.
So baby, let me hold
you, set my soul free.
Alright, here now.
Yeah. Come give me the wine, will make me whoop on you.
You here?
Yo, got rubber dub and put me swoop on you. You never did check for me before, but now me grow up on you. You give me the rock, you give me the bounce, I make it roll up on you. Your body will make a Christian say praise Jaja. Me friend attack me, say you're sexy, say me know Baba. And you are going like they can't get a hold of you. Every man will get a shoulder we call from you. Tell me,
if you wanna dance, come dance with me.
Kaboom, connect! Kaboom, connect!
So what's the name of your son on that one?
On this album, he's Michael Foreign.
Michael, repeat that.
Michael Foreign, the man from Foreign.
The man from Foreign, yes, man. So I've been listening and I realize your songs. I know you said you choose your songs according to your mood and situation, but in terms of your instrumental, because some of these tracks seems like you have I hear a lot of drums, I hear a lot of some real instrumental. So how do you actually come across with your or you choose your instruments?
I believe that music comes from different people. It put together by different people, right? I don't believe. So I have my producer and this one, John Harley. I have known him for 30 years, and so when on this particular cut, when I was gonna put the album together, I called him and I told him my intentions, and I asked him to gather some of the best musicians that he can find. He's in Atlanta. I'm living in the Washington D.C. area, Maryland. So he got some guys together. I went down to Georgia. I traveled back and forth to Georgia. Okay. And we met, we talked, we discussed, we rehearsed the songs, and so forth. And so we go to the studio and record them live in the studio. And that's what I like, because to me that's what for me music is about.
The real instrumental, so you get to feel that beat, and
yes,
put the feelings in the instrument. Absolutely.
Yeah, like when you're there, man, and the bass man is into it, he's felt it, now he's there, and he's in it. I mean, that just brings out the root of the music, and then everybody else around just take ownership. That's another thing, man. When we're in the studio, even though I presented my music to these guys, I say, Harley, do the arrangements for me, and so on, so on. This is a fundamental I'm giving you. Yeah. He takes it and he does what he's doing, and everybody else on the album, including the studio engineer, they take charge. Yes. All I have to do is sit back and say yay or nay. I like it. I don't like it. Let's do this. And that's the process. It's a beautiful process, my friend.
I can just imagine, because it's like you see, because me respect straight up, because you see, true, me know me can sing, right? So me take the job of just make sure me endorse and do as much as how me can. When I do the work, me try and put it out there in the people. That's how much me know when me have the talent, because me can sing. So me just imagine now you go to the studio and you line up and you're probably in the head, like all the song you want to say, if you wanna dance, just dance with me. And then when bass is chipping and the guitar is chipping and everybody chipping, you say, me can't say, if you wanna dance. You have to say, if you wanna dance, come. So because the beat just hit you. So right down from it hit you, it just bring out every cards and everything out here. So as I said, the music, they always tell you. Sometimes my music.
Sorry, let me interrupt you. You see, now it's funny as you continue, because the way you started, you were very slow, right? If you wanna dance, right. That's okay, because sometimes that's how I might write it on the and when I present it to them. But then by the time I get to the studio, by the time they might ask me again, a tune like this, you don't want it that slow. I said, no, that was too slow, because I wrote it slow because I couldn't keep up with the instrumentation when I'm playing. Right. So let's bring up the tempo, and you get to a place, and then you feel that tempo. The drum man, you see, that's when the drumming comes in and it gives you boom, da da do ba da dum bum chum ba da boom ba da boom, and then basses start play, and then you feel it. So yeah, again, what I presented to them might not be. Most times it will not be where we are when we get to the studio. Yeah, so then I'm going to take the music away and then relearn what we have, and then go back again and do the voicing properly, and that's a process. But on your subject, DjRemix, don't sell yourself short, man. Whether you can sing or not, what you do, you provide a valuable service, and people people enjoy you, and without you, our music won't be heard by the people. So maybe in a way, I'm glad you can sing.
Right, you see, because probably me they end up only play my song.
Yes.
So, all right, you hear that? And I know a lot of my listeners, my fans, them always just like enjoying because me play every genre. You trust me, I not stick to one. So then that's why them probably like me. So you hear that, my fan, me not go take up singing because if I take up singing, me probably go just play me and they won't go stop listening to me. But and again, so with that, do you play any instrument? Do you on your own?
I have a little keyboard. A tiny keyboard. It's they call it a MIDI keyboard, and I knock out the chords, 1 and 2 chords, and a little melody point and a bass line. But I don't play proficiently to present to anybody. To the truth, I also play a few chords on the guitar. I've got a couple guitars, so I'll play some line, and that's why I said when you record. Or when you write a song, you can play it as slow as you want, because later you know that the professionals are going to do a better job with it. But I mean, when I write, I use those instruments to commit the melodies to the tape.
And so forth. Yeah, man. So I can just imagine you don't play professional, so boy, I can just imagine a wife and the kids them might I want enough time them probably have say, boy, tapping eyes down, eh? Because they have to endure. They are the one who have to endure all your musical thing, because you said, sometimes when you have tests, they look at testing. Let me see that. So they have to endure all of that. So I guess they are one of your main fans.
Yeah. Well, right now, it's funny, life being what it is. Back to they used to be mine. The kids, they're living by themselves. The grown people, so they're away. And my wife now of 10 years, we've been, actually it's 12 years now. Don't tell us I said 10, 12. We're by ourselves. And so when I write a piece now, when I feel it's right for the criticism, then I bring the piece to her. So I do it quietly in the basement. Mm-hmm. We have a couple floors between us and the basement, so I'll bring it up and say, listen to this piece, and then she will listen, and give her her feedback. But I don't make too much noise. When I'm rehearsing, then I make the noise. Once I have the music and now I'm really into the swing, then you'll hear me down there singing and make some noise. But otherwise, it's not too bad. By that time, the music has taken shape. So it's more like a joyful noise, I think.
Of course, indeed. And of course, at the end of the day, the result. These are some of the results. And as a matter, I'm going to break for a cause because I want to play this one. I've been listening the entire track, and I chose this special song, and I'm going to tell you why. I want you to check out this one. Check this one out. I want you to listen it. I'm a hero. Everton Roy Collins inside. energyradioone Island worldwide. DjRemix on the MixEnergy from the T at Toronto. This is one of my favorite. Listen, I want to tell you why soon.
I'm a hero, no doubt about it. I'm a hero.
This one is a bombshell.
So what of it? I am a hero.
I am a hero. Are you? I know you are too. Come on.
I'm a hero, and you can.
Everton Roy Collins, check this one out. This one, Carl.
Born and raised in Little J.A. Never went to college. You know what I say.
That part I never know.
Many said I was black and ugly.
That go on.
Many said I was the minority.
But what?
But I'm a hero.
Inside.
No doubt about it.
You are too.
I'm a hero. So what of it? I am a hero. No one can doubt it. No. I'm a hero, and you can't stand it.
I am a hero. That's the title. Now, Everton Roy Collins, I'm going to bring this one to you. I don't know if anybody ever tell you before. I don't know if anyone ever highlighted it before. But I'm going to ask you this question. Listening to this song, has anyone ever approached you and said, hey, you remind me of culture?
No, sir. No.
And I want you to take in this song. I know I'm a listener. And I want you to go back and listen to this song. And then, if I want you, afterwards, after this interview, sometime next week, whenever, if you tell me that you don't sound somewhere like culture, then I'll take it back. But I listen to this one and I say, what a man nearly sound like culture.
That's a compliment, man. I appreciate that. I really never thought of that.
All right.
But
so that's
great.
That's to show you. You see, I don't just want to play music. It's all about the depth. Sometimes we take the music. So on that note, a lot of people sometimes may think that it's about writing a song, doing a rhythm, and bring it to public. But sometimes you have to think back, to reflect how deep a listener can go with your song, right? And at that note, tell me some of the persons that actually motivate you, like in the business, some of your motivations.
I've been asked this question a couple of times, and to answer this one, I'm gonna reverse the order in which I feel the influence, because I've thought about it quite a bit. So the man who sticks in my mind as a motivator was Prince Buster, right? That's going back a while. Prince Buster used to sing some music, and I don't know why, because I was a kid, but when he sang the song Blackhead Chinaman, that really touched me. It's just amazing. I don't know why, but so there's Prince Buster. Of course, Robert Marley. His body of work is so voluminous, and his melodies, the way he was able to bring different pieces of sayings and as well as his own thinking. When you talk about at 3 o'clock, he had to the roadblock. He had to throw his little herb stock. That's poetry. So that's great stuff. Peter Tosh. Right? Peter predicted that ganja would be legal all over the world. Mm-hmm. He was demanding it. He wasn't asking for it. He was demanding it. And here it is. And he had some other stuff that went with it. So that on the reggae side, Beres Hammond. I love Beres's melodies. His melodies and his words are quite beautiful and inspiring. And then on the other side, ultimately though, as a songwriter, Sam Cooke and Bill Withers are my two guys, because the way they were able to distill stuff into a 2-minute song was just amazing. Mm-hmm. Those are my heroes.
And of course, I'm not gonna play this one. I'm gonna feature one final one, because I realized the label on this song, and I decided to pick it out for the people. So this one, I'm gonna play a piece of it, and afterwards I want to find out what is the reason behind this song. I want to know more about this song. To the people, listen, this one. Every day, listen to the rhythm, watch it beat. Hey, you hear the drum? You make you move your feet, right? Everton Roy Collins on the rhythm. Now hear what? Here I go.
Every day is such a nice day.
Kaboom!
Spent with you.
Wanna deal with affection, man, I talk, you see me?
Every day is such a fine day. Spent with you.
You're here.
In my life I've had just one dream.
energyradioone.com.
Island worldwide.
Such a beauty with so much love. Could this be true? My cup is full and running over. This you can feel. You keep me honest lost and inspired, yes. Your love is real.
I don't want to guess. I choose not to guess. I'm gonna leave it to my guess to tell you what this song is all about, who this song dedicated to, what it's all about.
Well, the song is called Every Day. In parentheses, it says Annette's song. And Annette is my wife. And, we'd been together for quite a while, and I've written songs about, different subjects. But I realized deep inside that I had never written one about her. And so I said about it. And, it took me a little while to get the words that I really feel aptly describe her and our relationship. And this is what came out. So this is to my wife.
Big up Lady Annette. Every day. What do you mean? What?
You rescued me from near insanity. You made me whole, treating me with such esteem and care and self-control. I know I waited such a long time to make it real.
This is DjRemix.
Alright, so I know the music has been changing. I don't know if you hear about the latest development back in Jamaica Broadcasting Commission. They put a ban on certain type of music that contribute, any music that relate or refer to illegal activity or violence. They put a ban on it. How do you think that would make a positive impact, especially on music like your type of music, for people to now divert and probably to listen to more conscious music?
Well, my brother, that's a very controversial thing in my mind. Yes, I would love people to listen universally more to conscious music. That's precisely why I do it. But I don't really believe that banning the music is the thing to do. I don't, personally believe it. I feel uncomfortable with that notion of anybody, anywhere, banning music. I think about the politicians here in the United States who are banning books that talk about stuff that they research that is real. So I believe that if violence is going, well, not if, but violence is going on, I think there's a deeper reason. Again, as I talked about it in everywhere I go, it's a governmental thing as far as I'm concerned. The people who govern the country, the state, the cities, and so forth, I think they have a lot of responsibility in how the people are. And if the government, let's say if the government of Jamaica doesn't feel that it has the power to make things right and whole for the people, then come clean and say, look, guys, I know how you feel and I know how we feel, but I am powerless to do anything about it. And I guess if the people know, then they might be more sympathetic. But when people are squashed under any circumstances, like slavery, right? When you keep oppressing people, then the energy within the people will express itself, and very often, very sadly, it expresses itself negatively. So I really hope that there will be reconsideration and that conditions will prevail that will stop, even the people to have to be so violent in their music as people say. But that's what artists sort of express themselves, how they feel, what they see, and so forth. It's art. Yeah. I don't think it's an endorsement to say go out and commit violence.
Right. So on that topic, what message would you give to especially the younger talent that is coming up? not it can be dance no matter what genre of music they choose. But you know, as a young artist probably coming up and want that motivation, what encouragement would you give them today? What message would you
Okay. Well, you know, right. I would say to people, but let me tell you, what I told my children when they were doing their music, they were doing some back then, you know, we call it rap music, hip hop, and they were doing stuff, and they'll close the door and they'll do what they do. And my advice to them was, okay, you love music, you're doing music, don't just depend on somebody else's beats so you can do your rap on it. Learn to play a musical instrument. Correct. Because that will be your understanding of music, and then you can create it however you want to. Right. I'd go further now to say that express yourself. I mean, you're a younger generation. You're not going to play what the older people did necessarily. You're going to, because you're going to create. You got your own agency. You're going to create music for yourself.
Right. Correct.
But I still think that you can have music. You can speak about every subject under the sun, but you can do it in a tasteful and responsible way, so that you don't get banned, you don't get labeled in any way. That's my personal feeling. I sing about lots of things. I still, but you know, I don't have to be too expressive, too outlandish in my expression. So I'd say, do it, and I don't want to say the right way, but if you want to be universally,
do it comfortable,
be acceptable. Yeah. Just learn to do it in a tasteful and responsible manner. Those are my 2 cents.
Okay. Yeah, man, you have it here right now. It's locked in. We have with you Everton, Roy Collins, and of course we're coming down to the end. But before that, let's give the public a little bit more about the launch of this album. When is yes, October the 28th. So what preparation?
Yes.
One more. Do you have any special? What preparation do you have in place for the launch? Would be like just a big stage show, something? What preparation you have in store for that?
Oh, I wish, because it's a shoe. I'm operating on a shoestring budget, unfortunately, and we are so busy just getting stuff together. It is so much to do, my dear friend, that we don't even have an album party or a launch party as yet. We might, if we do something, it's going to be a little bit more impromptu. We've got to do something, but yeah, I wish it were more elaborate, but it's not. We have a video that is to launch at that time, and I don't know, my wife and I might just sit back with a bottle of champagne and say, boy, we did it, and you know, wipe our brows. But the performance is going to come next year.
Okay.
The performance is, because I'm going to be freer then. Right now I'm committed. I'm working. I'm still working, and I'm committed to getting up early in the morning to go to work. It's kind of tough to really spread my wings, but that will come to an end at some point, and then I'll stay in touch. You'll hear me, man. The music, I'm not done. I'm just starting again.
Done. It just a come. So, and of course, the launch will be the October the 28th, and I know, of course, it's available in CD form, and it's all on all digital platforms. So, before you go, do any special big up, any shout out you wanna send?
Well, one lady told me I shouldn't shout her out too much, so I won't say big up my wife. I didn't say it. But
I didn't hear either.
Right. I have two I got a friend in England. I don't know if he's listening. My good friend Robert. We go back a long, long, long way. So Robert, my good friend and producer John Harley, I know he's listening down in Georgia. Much love and much thanks, my dear brother. And I don't know if my brethren Paul and Donnie and Oscar, Donnie especially, Donnie's a Rastaman who encouraged me very much to get back on the horse. So Donnie, I love you. And I'm going to leave it right there, my brethren.
All right, so you got it right there with the man, and of course you can always check it out on EvertonRoyCollins.com. Everton, on behalf of energyradioone Island Worldwide, I want to thank you. It was a pleasure. It was an honor getting to know more about the man himself. They Used to Be Mine is the album. So I want to bless you up and thank you for taking the time out to have it locked in right here with DjRemix on the MixEnergy. So God bless you and safe. I hope many success on your album, my brother.
DjRemix, the pleasure was all mine. And I'd say, I guess in closing, to you, the Island Worldwide and Energy One family, thank you very much.
Yes, man, and bless myself, and there you have it, my people. Go support it, check it out, check out the album. They Used to Be Mine, Everton Roy Collins, and if you want to know more, just check it out at evertonroycollins.com.
Every day is such a nice day spent with you. Every day is such a fine day spent with you. In my life I've had just one dream of finding you. Such a beauty with so much love. Could this be true? My cup is full and running over.
Of course, you can check me out tomorrow again.
This you
X-Mix Connection. Right here, Energy Radio One.
You keep
2 to 4. There you have it, an exclusive live, up close, personal.
Your love is real.
Everton Roy Collins. Album launch at the 28th, but you can check it out. They Used to Be Mine.
Searching for you. This sacred love that we enjoy.